When we think about women as an emerging market. You can talk about India, you can talk about China, but we see women across the world as an emerging market, as consumers and as entrepreneurs. And that is what I see as the real potential here, is that the women across the world, but in Asia Pacific particularly, because of the economic potential in this region, women can be the absolute accelerator for the growth of the global economy from Asia Pacific. At Ernst&Young, we have really seen something that has struck me, and it's really surprised me, that many of the issues we've wrestled with, even in our own firm across the world, in looking at the obstacles that hold women back as corporate leaders and as in the corporate workforce, those exact same obstacles actually apply to women entrepreneurs, we've found. Lack of access to role models, lack of access to networks, lack of access to visibility. Those things that hold women back as corporate leaders are the exact same things that women entrepreneurs need. They need visible role models. Why? Because women entrepreneurs need to be able to say, I see you did that, I can do it. Women entrepreneurs, once they do get started, tend to get stuck. What we have found is that they need to think bigger. One of the ways you get them to think bigger is you expose them to networks, expose them to role models, expose them to successful both men and women entrepreneurs who get them to aspire to be bigger, give them access to different customer networks, and those really have the potential to unlock women entrepreneurs and scale up their businesses and create jobs and to create growth and to improve society for everyone. What can governments do in terms of policy? You know, sometimes an often overlooked thing is that governments are consumers. Governments tend to be some of the largest consumers in many economies in terms of where they buy their goods and services from, where they offer their procurement. So having a government policy that requires a certain amount of the contracts to be given to women or to other disadvantaged, perhaps, groups is one of the great ways to both stimulate the demand from the women entrepreneurs, plus to validate their business model, to help it be credible in other people's minds.